Hey Cedar Park homeowners and future homeowners, I'm Joyce Peterson, owner of Kopa Real Estate and a Cedar Park homeowner myself. And in this video, I'll review the most recent real estate statistics for the Cedar Park real estate market, talk about what happened to mortgage rates last week, who's moving to the Cedar Park area, and be careful about who you listen to as the market has become too negative in my opinion. Subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, let me know what questions you have about the Cedar Park real estate market, and be sure to contact our office if we can help you buy or sell a home in the area. As of November 1st, there were 58 homes under contract and 236 active homes for sale in Cedar Park. This is great news for buyers who have more options than earlier in the year. 57 homes sold in October in Cedar Park compared to 116 last year. Average dollars per square foot was up 4.1%. Average sales price increased 12.1%, and the median sales price increased 12.6% compared to October 2021. With buyers having almost 4 homes to choose from for every home under contract, we should expect to see those year-over-year increases decrease or perhaps turn negative soon. Last week we saw mortgage interest rates go down about 0.5%. Data came out that showed a slight reduction in the consumer price index. The hope is that that means inflation has started to come down and the Federal Reserve may not need to increase rates as high as expected and keep them high as long as expected. And when inflation is high, that causes interest rates to go up. The financial markets reacted to this report as good news, and that's why rates went down. Now, this is only one report, so it's too soon to celebrate, but it is a good sign of things moving in the right direction. Something to keep in mind is eventually mortgage rates likely will go down, but don't expect we'll ever see 3% mortgage rates again. Historically, that was an anomaly, and if you're waiting to buy or sell and move forward with your life until rates go back down to 3%, you're going to be waiting for a long time, maybe forever. I also wanted to talk about the incomes of people moving here and affordability. I've seen many people point out that the median household income in Austin being $75,752, according to the U.S. Census Bureau from their 2020 study. You know, the people moving to the area have higher incomes and higher housing budgets. We just rented 4 homes to people relocating to the area. Each household has incomes between $180,000 and $350,000. So each household could easily afford to also buy the home that they're renting, even at current mortgage rates. And each household had a much higher income compared to the income of the people who had moved out of the house. You know, there's also a lot of negativity in the real estate market, perhaps the whole economy. So be careful when you take in information about what's going on. You're actually listening to somebody who is actually an expert in doing what you want to do every day. There are many people right now, and even some of them realtors, trying to make a name for themselves by telling everyone the sky is falling. And I'm not saying you should ignore what's happening in the economy, but I am suggesting that you should get advice from someone who may be able to give you accurate information. So whether it's real estate or anything, if somebody's giving you advice, it's a good idea to ask yourself, how would they know? And when it comes to my business, I've noticed that there's many realtors who are giving out advice, but they really don't sell real estate, at least not at a high level. And because I'm the broker of our company, I can pull up data from the Austin Board of Realtors and see how many homes an agent's selling. And as a consumer, you don't have the ability to do that, although you can always call me and I can tell you. So here's the next best thing you can do before taking advice from another agent. So just go to the Zillow website, and right at the top, there's Agent Finder. Then enter the information for that agent in the boxes, and from there, it'll pull up how many homes that agent has sold, plus their reviews. So you might be surprised at what you find. Now, the last statistic I saw, it said almost 2/3 of realtors have only sold 1 home or less so far this year. And if that's what you see, how are you going to possibly get great advice from someone who isn't actively working in the real estate business full-time? You know, when it comes to your largest single financial asset, you deserve better than that. The reputation of your agent is also important, especially if you're buying a home. More and more, when we are listing a home, our clients are asking us about our experience with the buyer's agent. Our clients are very hesitant to take their home off the market when the buyer's agent has no experience, because the odds of that transaction going off the rails increases dramatically. I also feel sorry for many buyers when they're working with an agent that lacks experience. I see buyers in that situation passing on great homes because nobody's giving them advice about what it costs to make updates or repairs to the home. I've noticed agents without experience, they tend to catastrophize everything, including those costs in the long run. That isn't good for you as a buyer who decides not to buy a home based on that information. Kopa Real Estate specializes in helping people just like you buy, sell, or invest real estate throughout the Austin and suburban areas. Whenever you're ready for some great advice about the real estate market or need professional representation, contact me directly at 512-791-7473 or schedule a time for a conversation at copaconsultation.com. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support.